crazy. It's not the right time. I came here to see what my peoples is doing. Please don't come on here talking crazy. We literally just started. We ain't even been on here a minute. You hear me? We ain't even been on here. Hold on, let me go get my stuff. Listen here. You listen, girl. Don't say that because my mama used to have looks they could kill. I don't want that. Don't see it. Might as well. We do everything else together. We could just talk. Y'all can tell me what you learned today. All of that. You hear me? Hey, y'all. Look, I might as well. We do everything else together. Look what I got my gel in, y'all. What I got my hair stuff in. Y'all see it? Because when y'all buy my stuff, then I can't find it, so I have to buy in bulk. Because anything I tell y'all about, it's going to be out of sale like the OTP. Huh? My family does this to me. So I have to buy in bulk messing with y'all. I can't even just buy my stuff and just have it. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple of things. Like I gotta stock up on everything. Because if y'all buy it, I ain't gonna be able to get to it. Hey. Hey. So I want to know what y'all learned in this week. I don't think I asked y'all that. Hello, everybody. I don't think I asked y'all what y'all learned this week. Tell me something you learned this week. Tell me. Let me see where I was at first. Hold on. There we go. Tell me. What y'all learned this week? Who learned something new? We ain't talked about that. Hey. What y'all got? Tell me something. Tell me something good. Come on. Don't be acting like y'all sleep or y'all done had y'all few Jesus juices. And so now y'all don't want to tell me what you done learned. That's what y'all want to do. Huh? Hey, Miss Yolanda. Oh, excuse me. Hey, Mari, tell me something you learned this week. Did you get some gaming stuff? Did you? You got some gaming names and stuff over there? You said, oh no. You're singing Joe's favorite song with his famous wife. Hilarious. See, that's why my brothers love me. I feel right in with them. They be starting early with the kids, especially insecure kids. Yes. What else? Nope, nothing came through. So all these gamers be BSing? Oh, they be lying. So y'all all wanted my handle for what if y'all not gonna be in our WOIU gaming thing? You playing the game right now? Hello from Atlanta. I hope you have a great evening. They be lying. I realize it now. They be blowing smoke, don't they? And not the good kind. They be in here lying. I can't wait to call them out on it. You just wait a minute. You learn change is good. Come on now. What else y'all done learn? Everybody normally sleep. I can't believe y'all up. What y'all doing up? Huh? Why is y'all still up? I didn't even know what day it was. I thought it was Friday, y'all. Learned about discharge or debt charge-offs aren't supposed to show on your credit. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. I do know that. I used to do collections back in the day. That's a good thing to know. You can catch me all hours. Oh, you off tomorrow. Whoop, whoop. Playing your game. What? Yeah. Well, I just want to know what my people's... Mari, what you learned this week? Mari, did you watch the movie? Who? Too bad I don't have the game. I'll be on there talking junk. I'm about to. I just got to watch it because I don't want folks trying to record me or nothing. That's my only thing. I got to throw my niece's little mermaid necklace away. It seems. Well, just let God lead you. Don't go crazy. Okay, yeah, let's talk about that. Don't go crazy, y'all. Jesus. Don't go out. What's his name? Jim Jones. Okay? And not the black guy. The white one. No, not yet. I've been working. This is my first night actually not working. Okay. All right. Don't go out. Is it Jim Jones that started like the cult? Wasn't Jim Jones a cult leader? He was a cult leader, right? Okay, so don't go out Jim Jones, right? don't. Oh, okay. I don't want to offend nobody. But I got to say something. And I don't want to offend nobody. So if you easily offended, I need you to get off of here. Yes. But I'm really sleepy, actually. Girl, I ate that food, honey. So I want to say something. So if you easily offended, you're going to have to get off here. Because I'm seeing this after a black girl, before a black girl trend. Baby! I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but you know how they say butter makes everything better? I feel like black women be making everything they touch better, too. Because, baby, some of them white boys went from not so hot to God dang, what? Girl, you didn't put your black magic on that man, honey. I seen it. I said, no, he didn't go from Peter Lumpkin to... Now look at all that swag on him. Got his parts crispy. He was just walking around in boots and stuff. Look at him now. Look at him. Look what you did to him. Oh, baby, I was on there about an hour. I said, oh, God, this is good. It makes my toes wiggle. What? It's on TikTok right now. Girl, get on there and see how them black girls put that swag on them men, honey. And did. Turned them all the way from Jim to Slim, honey. They sitting there with their brims on crispy. I said, yes, baby. Do it. Do it. I said, uh-oh. Rodney's gonna have to. They might have to move back. I don't know. I might be trying to go get me a Randy. Rogers? Yeah, look. Rasheeds and stuff. Because the Randys, if you can do that magic with them. See, I be looking at them thinking, how can I change his swag? But I don't want to. But now I see it's okay. I see it's okay now. That ain't even a bad thing. I ain't even got to feel bad because I done seen something like I could clean you up. I could clean you up. I think I could do it. I think I could turn you into a new man. You hear me? And babe, listen. Since they done already started, I said, oh, girls, don't worry about it because I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about a Randy instead of a Rashid. And now that I see that you can take a Randy and make him he ain't going to be a Rashid, but he definitely ain't going to be old regular Randy anymore either. I think I might have to go see what Randy is talking about now. Hold on. I didn't know you could take him from whack to smack, honey. Yeah. Hold on now. I didn't know you could dress the kids up like that. I guess if you put a little black girl magic on them, they be all right. I'm excited. I've been thinking about it, and that just went on and pushed me on over there. I'm open. Now we just gonna have to work on getting you a good tan and stuff. We're gonna make sure we keep you at the tanning salon. But other than that, yeah, well, we're gonna get you all the way together. Don't even worry about it. I saw that, I was too tickled. I'm joking, but I said, oh wow. Yes, honey, they love their new swag. You can tell. Ooh, shoot. You said not your average Joe. Listen here. Girl, I had thought about it. I'm trying to tell you, it's something I thought about. I said, well, maybe I could dress him up because he's not too bad. He just needs a little polishing. Yeah, they got a posture change. They walk different and everything. The way they take their pictures and everything, completely different. I said, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 I said, all right now. I saw that. I said, oh, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. Well, hello, Randy. How you doing over there, partner? you, you got in that room that old pickup truck of yours, or forget the Bentleys, buddy. Let's go get us a Bronco. You said what? I learned the spirituality of those who are adept have a greater responsibility to cover and protect those that are unaware. Ooh, I just talked to my sister about this right now. That I'm not alone when it comes to spirits coming early on in learning. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just got off the phone with my sister and we was talking about, because we're both Pisces, that a lot of others have the same experience and do. And we talking about how we know stuff before. We be trying to tell people and they don't listen. You know, it's the truth. We get to see stuff before people see it. And some people don't believe that God will warn you about their life beforehand, and they don't want to believe that. Yeah, Mari, you already know. Come on. And you got to think too. God said He pouring out His Spirit on the earth right now, so it's a lot of people that God is giving information to. And it's not coming from the people that most people think it should come from. You know what I'm saying? It's not coming from the pulpit. It's coming from the man on the corner. Who remembers me telling y'all pay attention to all the crazy people in the movies? Or even in the science movies and all of that. The person that the community don't want to listen to is normally right. Y'all seeing it or no? People that think they should come from are the ones farthest from our Father. I'm trying to tell you, and I just read about that today. Me and y'all nephew had Bible study earlier, and we read about that. That's crazy. We literally read about it, about the having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. That they was gonna go to teachers that said what they wanted to hear. Facts. Oh, I learned when I was someone speaking about that stuff. You better pay attention. The test is right around the corner, and is. And is. God give you the. He give you the cheat. Who believes now that God gives you the cheat codes? Why is my lips so dry? Damn. You feel like that now? Paralyzing spirit, and later that night I went to sleep and it grabbed hold of me at that night when I went to sleep. Oh yeah, it's not a game. It is not a game. It ain't no game. Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Yeah. God give you the cheat codes. It's up to you to listen though. You know what I mean? How many things have you been able to avoid now because you listen to that still small voice in your chest and in your heart and in your mind now? Instead of shaking it out of your mind, I just want to say this right here is crazy for me. This has never been a thing. Thank you, Dad. I appreciate it. Even though this lock is getting weak at the end, that's okay. You hear me? Thank you. I can't wait to get to where you at, Naisha. That's what I want. I'm trying to get there. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'll be there. That me too, nephew. It is. I've been a part of the bald head club my whole life. So this is interesting. You know what I'm saying? I just be trying to see what it's gonna do. I let it do what it's gonna do. I be stressing a little bit, but I ain't gonna worry about it. It's uneven and everything. I don't even care. It's man's. You hear me? It is mine. And that's all that matter. It's mine. I grew this myself. I grew it myself. It make me happy too. First time in life. As you know, honey, I had that little fan ponytail. It'll get to about right here, but it'll be wispy. If the wind blow, it's all going. It ain't no thickness or nothing. So thank you, Jesus, for change. Whew. Anyway, I do want to say, y'all, again, thank you to all that listen. It is growing fast in these 2 years. It did, because I just look, y'all just be all in my stuff. We are definitely connected. Went from Jada Pinkett to India. I read and did something, something. I can't think of the song, but dang it. I heard the song in my mind, and I don't know all the words to it, so I ain't gonna do it because I don't know all the words. Naturally made layers. You said that, and that's crazy you say that because I always loved Jennifer Aniston's hair. Her hair has always been my hair goal, like when I was younger. And I cried this morning because I looked at my hair and I had breakage in the front, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then I said, Dad, you cut my hair for me. Because this is literally the Jennifer Aniston hair. She always had the part down the middle. It came down and she had her layers, and then the back was long. I said, oh, there you come up here. Because it's exactly like that, y'all, in the front. I said, oh, now this is interesting. No cuts. No, but when the pieces broke, I was sad. Didn't realize my daddy was giving me a haircut slowly but surely. I said, look at you. You done did something with that. And did this morning. This morning. That's why I said, I'm going to twist my hair. I'm going to do this. And then I was, pulling it down and looking at it. I said, now that's crazy. I said, Dad, you gave me your own haircut. Because I always wanted her hair. Not the stringy part of it. I didn't want that. But just the cut. Whoever used to cut her hair, they used to do their thing. You hear me? Jennifer Aniston's cuts. And that it don't matter to me whether it's on white hair or black hair. Jennifer Aniston always she keeps a good cut. Her cut is amazing. Whoever cut that girl hair, they know what they doing. Listen. Yeah, listen. Is it my hair? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited about it. Anyway, I love y'all, and I didn't want nothing. I figured just while I'm twisting my hair, I'll talk to y'all. I am excited to every single person that listened. I got a chance. Hi. Hey. I had a chance to talk to one of my sisters, and I'm excited because we never know how things that we sow into a person's life are going to be valuable later on. Y'all, but hey, Queen, keep telling people what God tells you to tell them. No matter how wacky it seems, or they try to, act like they not listening, or whatever it is, we just here to sow seeds for real. And you might be the only person that is telling the person, hey, I know you think I'm crazy, but there are some things that you need to get if you need your family to be okay. I know you don't believe maybe that these things are going on, but please, good night. You hear me? And sometimes you're going to have to say it more than 10 times. Sometimes you're going to have to say it more than 20. But to know that they're going to be okay. Hey, Tasia. To know that they're going to be okay. You hear me? God don't have you telling them. God does not have you telling them for no reason. He got you telling them. And it might not click today. It might not click tomorrow, but it's going to click. Hopefully, for most people. You know what I mean? Because there's so much going on. And you know what I was thinking about? The whole Drake and what's the name beef? The last time the beef, what was the last beef that was going on and then they did something big? Who else was fighting before? And everybody said, we don't need to be paying attention to that. We need to be paying attention to what's going on in the internet. I know it was the slap from Chris Brown. I mean, not Chris Brown. What's his name? That man. Will Smith. It was some other stuff that was going on. It's been like 3 or 4 I don't know if it was Nick. It wasn't Nicki and Meg, was it? It was some guys, I thought, that was into it. Oh, it was Nicki and Meg? Okay. So just think about, y'all, every single time that something like this whole New Testament ban, is getting ready to be passed. That right. Those are big old distractions and are exactly, because look how big them doing that ban on the New Testament is. But they knew everybody was gonna be worried about this whole situation with them. You hear me? Right? It was something going on right when the barges hit the was hitting the things. It was something going on in our community, and it was the Diddy scandal. Show was. That's what it was. The Diddy scandal. It was the Diddy scandal, and it was all kind of big stuff going on, and everybody was watching and everything. And yeah, we talked about it, but they passed the ban. Didn't they pass it? That's why everybody was talking about it. I didn't know it was just up at the Senate. I thought they passed the bill. Didn't they pass the bill? It's passed, right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all know what too? I think that's another reason why they quit selling the Old Testament, and why they're not rushing to print anymore. I believe that they probably do got the books. Well, I don't think they have the books, but still, I don't think they try to make anymore either. And y'all don't think that it's crazy that God let us buy all of these books, and now they're banning the New Testament, the Old Testament coming right after that. I told y'all my mom used to tell me that they was gonna take the Bibles, or that you wasn't gonna be allowed to read it out on the street and all of that kind of stuff. Is that not happening? Didn't we talk about that? Anybody been here longer than a year? Didn't we talk about it? It is wild. Do y'all think it's crazy that all of because they're saying it's anti-Semitism. They already passed the bill. That's what we saying. They already passed it. They not working on it. They already passed it. Excuse me. My hubby found 6 Bibles, and I have them all fixing to hide them. Come on now, that part. Because we in here like swing where we do our thing. We know what's going on. Now you can't say Jesus in different places. Did we not talk about family? Just tell me we talked about it. Just say we talked about it. Just type that for me, please. That's the crazy part. Like, how is anti-Semitism if y'all been lying about? Yeah, that part, Marmy. They are, sweetie pie. They are. And did talk about it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Jesus is coming. Remember I told y'all a watchman can see farther than the people that's down in the city? They can see the dust of the enemy's horses a mile away, but the watchman has to be up in the watchtower most times by themselves for a very long time. Put up and not around everybody else, but they can see farther. They can see the enemy coming miles and miles and miles away. So when I told y'all God called me to be a watchman and to tell people and yell and scream what's happening before it happened, do y'all believe me now? God does have people on this planet that he talked to. And he do have people on this planet that he tell. And if you listen, you gonna be better off. I don't force nobody to do nothing. I basically be begging people to go and get the stuff. and get ready and begging them not to blow their money and begging them not to, this is what I do. And are typically locked in position in a high point to see all vantage points. That's right, from all around. Nephew. You hear me? That's why I didn't care when everybody was coming on here. I said, if y'all gonna be here, I'm gonna be here. Y'all be here tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And we gonna talk about some more stuff. God let y'all get all of this information prior to them trying to stop the word of God being disseminated through the earth. You think that's a coincidence? You think God let y'all sit through thousands and thousands and thousands of hours or whatever it is in 2 years for nothing? No. You know why? Because it might get to a time. No, it's everywhere, Heather. Everywhere. You want to be able to download all our videos? They putting them on. They doing it already. You know they doing it already, right? Miss Ida or Miss Lady? One of them a lot of people got them already downloaded to USBs. I don't know how they do it, though. It's not just Utah schools, baby. It's not just Utah schools. It's not just Utah schools, honey. It's not. No. They put it on USBs. They shrink them in zip files. I think if you do a free trial for YouTube Premium, you're able to. Okay. I'm trying to think where I'm gonna find my books. Where you gonna hide your book? That part. I'm gonna have to start. Listen, I know. Hey, I record my own videos on my phone when you come live. Okay. Google YouTube Converter to download the videos. That's a cheap way to do it for free. Thank you. Google YouTube Converter to download videos. They telling me. I didn't know you could do it myself. Hell, I don't even have them. I don't even got them on no dang nothing. You know, they not saved. They're saved in YouTube. They're not saved on my computers. I don't know. But I know that some people have them. So, I mean, if y'all gonna, which is gonna be, that's gonna be crazy. You can download it as an MP4, MP3, and videos. Got it. Look at y'all telling everybody. They said download it as an MP3, an MP4, or a download, or a video. See? All these techies in here. I didn't even know. I didn't even know you could download them until I think it was Miss Ida that said that. Yeah. Listen. Y'all know what that remind me of, because I used to be in church. Oh my God. Every time I be having these freaking flashbacks. That's spooky. I remember I used to be the person buying Juanita Bynum and TD Jakes, or like going like, oh, that was a good service. I'm gonna go on and buy that tape after service. And now y'all doing it, boy. I ain't selling them though. That's crazy. Hilarious. I'm trying to tell y'all that it still freaks me out. That still freaks me out. Because I remember my mama buying it. Oh, girl, I got to get this message on it. That message was good. How much is it? $6. I want the tape and the DVD. CDs and DVDs and tapes was on sale at the church, baby. Listen, and now y'all download them. That's hilarious. It's still funny. With the line wrapped down the hallway and was. Hubby just figured it out last week. I have to ask what app. Okay. It's a little time consuming. Got it. And 900 and however many videos. And see, that's the problem. We don't know which ones where we was just talking crazy. I don't know. We woke you up out your sleep. We didn't wake you up. Turn your notifications off. Mr. Hardy. Sorry. We wasn't trying to wake you up or nothing. Woke you up too? How we wake you up? Y'all better turn them notifications off. And did CD during the ride home. And did. Right. Talking about we didn't work. We need one in. Don't be coming in here fussing, grouchy. Come on in and get your blanket and lay down on the couch now. You can get up, but you ain't gonna be in here talking crazy. We know you still sleepy. Go get you some coffee or something. Hell. Grouchy self. Talking about he didn't walk down the hallway. Talking about, y'all out here Catholic. Y'all, they woke me up like we at the family reunion and now we having a sleepover. How old are you, Mr. Hardy, again? Let me see if he the uncle that's tripping. Because he done got tipsy and went to sleep at 9 o'clock. What? How old are you again, Mr. Hardy? I forget. Tell me. It's online, Pumpkin. It's not just in Utah. It's the state, the government passed that bill, whoever. It wasn't just in Utah. It's not. It's all over TikTok. It's not just in Utah, though. Because anti-Semitism in the United States is not just in Utah. They canceled Kanye for the same thing, honey. How a real Israelite can be anti-Semitic, I don't know, but moving on. It's just not for Utah. That part. And a sleepover, but don't want to miss nothing. Right. He Uncle came out and woke up talking about we too loud. We is too loud. That's all right. Get in here and sit on the couch and you go back to sleep so we can play with your lips when you go to sleep. You hear me? Go on and play with your lips, Mr. Harvey. I mean, not with your lips. Go on and go to sleep so we about to get some spaghetti and stuff and be putting some stuff in your hair up because you want to come in here talking crazy. We was the air we done been drinking too. No, I'm just playing. I ain't drink nothing. Just loud, right? We didn't heard him sloshing down the hallway in his. Yeah, we gonna play with his lips. Buddy. Soon as he go back to sleep and use the marker for an extra unibrow, and is. He found a 1700 Bible, 150. Give me that. I'm trying to tell you. Our money says in God we trust, so I'm sure they want to change that. Well, you have to realize the Antichrist is out. Right. Ain't nobody going to sleep around us. Right. We about to put his feet in some warm water and everything. We got you, don't worry about it, and get it all on TikTok. Look at us acting like cousins for real. And not that y'all jumped on the bandwagon. You ain't safe around us. I wouldn't go to sleep at the party if I was you. Listen, that's how y'all know if we ever did get together, it is going to be hilarious. It would be cool if we could rent out like a whole campground that could hold all of us and just be there. Whipped cream in the hand and everything. You already know because we got the whipped cream because we made the pink panties. Don't even trip. We already got the whipped cream. It's already here. It is 50 acres. Come on and speak it into existence, Tone. We need it. Oh, I don't know where God is going to send it from. Can we all touch and agree right now, even though everybody ain't in class? Let's do it together. Put your hands up. Because 50 acres don't all got to be in the same place either. We can have 2 places. We get 25 and 25. So we have one on the west and one on the east. Boom. Boom. And tomatoes and ears. Come on, y'all. Put your hands up. We need a space. We need 2 spaces. Really, we need 4. But if God can bless us with 2, we'll even take 1, God. But we really need 2 spaces. We need one on the East Coast or somewhere. You know the places. You already got them picked out. We need them. Donated. Thank you, God. Because we are a non-profit organization. And somebody got some land because of the great things that we do over here that they want to give to us. Thank you. Touching and agreeing and ears, because we do good things. We didn't sow good seeds, God. We need what's the name off of that? Yes. Yes. Meeting, we need some campgrounds. That's what we need. We need to be able to build our campground so that when our university meets up, we can do what we need to do and have a good old time, honey, playing the banjo. Yes. Yes, that's what we need to do. We do. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I want to get like 2 places so that if you on this slice or this slice, you got to go to this place. And if you on this slice or this slice, you got to go to that place. You know, we got okay. Right. Right. I don't, that's, yeah. I'm in the Midwest, pumpkin. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. It is. You felt me feel it. It is. But you know what? Can I be honest with y'all? I am. Like, I wouldn't have wanted to go through this situation with other people. You want to know why? Because we all supported each other. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have to feel crazy when we was getting our stuff. You see what I'm saying? We didn't have to feel nuts. We didn't have to feel, you know what I'm saying? We could feel excited about the stuff that we was doing. And do y'all see the benefit in it? I know y'all do. We talk about it all the time. If you took the time to sacrifice and get your stuff, I know when you see all these ads on all of the other social media that you have, I just talked to my sister and she was telling me you can't go in no store without seeing the survival stuff. She said pretty much every store you go into, it don't matter even if it ain't you know, whatever, a big name store, they have it. Thank you. You hear me? Why y'all think they had that in the store for 2 years? Yep, getting hyped up for each other too, and is and do. Every time we support, that's our family members. You gonna stick by them? Yeah, we stick by them. We love them. Unless they come over here talking stupid. And we still love them, but you just gotta go over there talking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody doing that. Mm-mm. But if you think about it, like think about how much information you've shared, how much information has been shared with you, how many things you've learned, or you didn't have to go looking for it. It was right at your fingertips because we are part of this community. Whether it be gardening tips, where to save some money, even how to download the videos and stuff. Like you didn't have to pull teeth trying to get somebody to tell you no information. It ain't no gatekeeping over here unless I'm trying to get it and make sure I can get it before y'all buy it all. That's kind of the only gatekeeping we got, because for the most part I just tell y'all whatever it is. Hey, what expired? Girl, don't be getting rid of nothing that's expired. What expired? If you talking about canned goods, they don't go bad. Noodles? What kind of noodles did you buy? Was they wet? Ramen don't go bad. They wasn't dried noodles? Don't be going by no dates. Tuh. It ain't nothing but bread and water. Well, I don't know, honey, because I come from a family that don't throw food away. So they are being fed you some noodles from 2005, messing with my family. And what's wild is I noticed the Dollar Tree only sells the New Testament. They don't sell the Old Testament. I just be wanting to see if y'all be see, but see your eyes open now. That's the crazy thing. Your eyes is open. Oh, okay. I don't know, honey. What about Walmart? Why you think I like old books, Tom? You remember me telling you? That's why I like old books. I seen that today. I said, man, that's crazy. That is crazy to me. That they said all the book before the 1920s got the real information in it. And I believe one of my very first books said, yep, if you get some old books, they got the real information. I know, Tom. That's all part of the H.P. Blavatsky, Helen P. Blavatsky. That's all a part of her stuff too. Her, the old boy, Aleister Crowley. All of that is in there. That's why I was telling y'all, if you haven't read it, you need to go read it, because a lot of the stuff that's going on right now, they put in the blackmail stuff with the societies and the elite. That blackmail stuff came with them. The sexual bribery and all of that, it's all in there. I told y'all they wanted the parents to not have to be able to control the kids. It's in a book that she wrote a long time ago, and I read it in like 2009. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It don't be freaking y'all out that a lot of the stuff that we talk about here be news. And we talked about it over a year, over 2 years ago now. That don't freak y'all out a little bit? And not in a like scary way, but just do you be like, anybody be a little not alarmed, but like what? Well, and then people think you being cocky when you be like, I already knew that. No, I already knew for real. You said it definitely does. Think about walking around in my skin for 40 years. I always say we talked about that. And I told y'all was gonna be like, we already had that class, and people thought I was crazy. No, because this is what my daddy do. He gives you the information first. I just feel thankful. You said for real that part. Imagine walking around in my body. It's like Raven. That's so Raven, like how she used to know stuff was gonna happen. But her stuff used to be a little off. God be on it with me. Not saying I know that was a TV show, and not saying everything I say is completely perfect, whatever, but he be dropping the jewels. I just say, really now, it took y'all long enough telling a little bit at a time to keep down the chaos. I told y'all. East, west, north, south. East, west, north, south. I really be happy because he allowed us to know and do. And do. And now y'all see why I can't go back to the other life. Now y'all see why I do not want to go back to being blind. I do not want to go back to, I don't want to just know when everybody else know. I want to know before that. Because if you got to wait till the news tell you, it's too late. Who feels like that now? Now y'all understand why I used to say that? If you got to wait for the news to tell you, it's too late. Ain't really nothing you can do about it now. Now that they're telling us to start preparing for disaster, right? The stuff is more expensive. People have less money because everything is more expensive. Gas, food, electric bills, this, that, and the other. And when they started talking about it, dang near is when money don't have no value. Just all of these different things. Right. We bought our potassium iodide before the president brought it, the last of it, India. I'd rather know ahead of time of the game. Come on. Come on. And people thought we was tripping. And they didn't know. I told y'all. I said, fall off for a little bit, but God is really putting you on. Y'all fell off from kicking it with your friends. You fell off from going out as much. You fell off from going out to eat as much. All the things that you were doing that kept your mind preoccupied with what was going on around y'all. And now look. Y'all wasn't so preoccupied that you couldn't see. Y'all can't close your eyes now because they completely open. In the spiritual realm, they're open. In the financial realm, they're open. Like everywhere, y'all are seeing. Now who are crazy? I know that's right. You said it's starting to hit hard. It is. It is. And y'all was already ready. I just talked to my homegirl. She was like, that's crazy because you really did know all of this in 17. She was like, because I remember when we was sitting on your porch talking about it and you had just started your garden. She was like, everything. That was in 2017. When I was talking about everything that's going on now with the real ID, everything. And God told me that after 2020, the world was going to be different. And he told me how to prepare for it and what to start getting. And I did just that. You hear me? Just like we doing now. Just like we've been doing for the past 2 years. And while everybody else was out, going out and doing whatever they was doing, we was putting our twos and fuse together, baby. Them twos and fuse then added up. And guess what? Just like y'all said, we bought these 2 years ago for $15. $12 to $15 a thing. Now, one of these is $52. Just 24 months later, one is $52 for one. For one. So we got 3 cans for what they paying for one now. Powdered eggs have gone up to $80. I showed Joe on the Walmart app, and you can see your original receipt and click on the item and see how much it costs now. Are you serious? And what was the difference, Sarah? You mentioned the Constitution foolishness, and I thought with digital money and God we trust won't be visible anymore. Exactly. You said it. Don't be reading my face. At least $1 on each item. Wow. Quit reading my face. Quit doing that. I done been around y'all too much. That's the problem. Quit reading my damn face. Did you see the video of Australia's prices on food? No, but I seen them on it wasn't Australia, it was Alaska. Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Also, TT, for your bow, make sure you take the bow to a pro shop so that you can get it fit to your body beforehand. Thank you. I definitely will. I seen the circle written all over your face. And do be. Cause what is it? You don't got nothing. I just be wondering what else people be having to do with their tongue. Nothing. But be crazy. So can I ask y'all a question? What did y'all think about our class for the last 2 days with what we've been studying? Has it made y'all think of more things about the spiritual realm? Anybody? Have y'all went? Yeah. Thank you so much. It is growing, Miss Jamila. It really is. From where I was at. I'm grateful. Anybody been talking to your kids about thank you. About, maybe what they see or what they feel in the house? Y'all been more open to listen to them when they scared? Or no? Y'all still on that BS gonna force them telling them that ain't no monster in their room? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No? Yes. My husband is acting crazy and won't let me in the house. I'm going to come back tomorrow with a U-Haul for my food. What? I will definitely pray for you, sis. That makes me sad. Yes, my 3-year-old daughter today said he was scared because it's dark outside. Okay. My grown daughter has seen so much and has scary experiences. I never seen anything anywhere. So she's adept. That's what it is. She got the gift. She can see. I believe CC sees things for sure. She sees stuff while we're driving too. Yep. I shared your video with my friend because she has some problems with her kids and she was amazed. All the way in Canada, Jamila! All the way in Canada! Most of my Uber rides have been divine conversations, somewhat surrounding what we've been talking about in class. And one of my passengers told me he was always talking to his friend who was a biologist about all of this. Hold on. I love this. Hold on. Wait a minute. I was just talking with Joe about Nathan that he never mentions nightmares like ever. I'm thankful. Good job. Good job. My daughter sees things all the time. My clothes get pulled and crazy noises. The knowledge we've been talking about, and he said that he will be getting the OTP and we'll be joining the community. What, Mari? A biologist? Well, come on in, scientist. I apologize to them that don't understand, and I know, and I prayed over their room. Come on now. Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know if it's a gift. It said they're not come near if you don't believe. What are you talking about? Right. Mari. Mari, you got your ball out? You said, come on in. Wait a minute. Yeah. Bring them on in then, nephew. Go on and reel them in. Reel the fish in. Reel them in. Reel them on in then. Reel them on in, honey. And we gonna reel them in. We is fishermen of men. That's what the Lord said. And we got them of all flavors and kinds over here. We got Scythians and Parthians and Jews and Samaritans alike. Might even be a few Philistines in here. What's your destination? Oh, you got questions about the weird stuff? That part. That part, Maury. That part. Reel them right on in and do. You said you've been wondering about. Well, I can answer your question. Taken from the uber or super humor. That part. Listen, it makes me excited. God is moving, y'all. Especially, didn't I tell you when you can answer people questions, they more apt to listen to you? You hear me? They willing to listen if you got something to say, but if you just hollering and screaming and ain't saying nothing that can help their life, man, I'm about to tune out. See other shadows behind things in imaginary and looking at the symbols is amazing. It is. Listen. Did you notice the movie yep, the Tower? I told y'all, look, my baby sizes. Y'all get a star on y'all paper and a smiley face and a happy face. Come on. It did, yeah. Tower of Babel. That's why I was trying to see if y'all was going to have your eyes all the way open when you watched it. See, it started from the beginning. And this is why every single time I tell y'all to watch a movie, I said, pay attention. Because who watched Noah? Anybody watch Noah? You remember what happened in the first 5 minutes of that movie? If you pause to read, it says that the angels came down and slept with the women. And you remember the church went up with that. They said it's not biblical. But it is biblical. Do y'all remember that? When Noah came out and the church people was boycotting it and all of that, talking about the angels didn't sleep with the women and all of this. Ooh. It also shoot thick while ignorance and unawareness of a lot of people concerning spirituality and religion, religiosity versus actual experience. Yep. Who went back and watched Meet Joe Black? Y'all told me to watch a show. What is the show y'all been telling me to watch? Gods and what? Because I think I got the wrong streaming service. I thought y'all said it was on Stars. I done got Stars and now I can't even remember the name of the show. It's not Lucifer, but it's something like that. Gods and something, but I ain't been able to find it. And I got HBO. Somebody donated Stars to me for a year. So what is the show that y'all told me to watch? Where the demons and the angels or something. It's a series or something y'all kept telling me to watch. Gods and something or something, and I can't remember what it is. I've been trying to figure it out too. I don't think it was Gods of Egypt. It had to do, y'all kept telling me to watch it. And I was like, I don't got that streaming. American Gods. What is that on? American Gods. Is it not on Stars? It got canceled. Is it not on Stars? It was on Stars, but they canceled it. So then I just got Stars for nothing. Can I get my money back? I've been looking for the show and looking for the show. Y'all told me to get. I'm pissed off now. I'm about to see if I can get. How many days you got to get your money back? yeah, somebody donated it to me. I'm so pissed off. I don't watch I don't watch stuff like that, Pumpkin. That ain't I don't watch nothing like that. When you didn't live the life, you don't need to see it. Certain stuff I can't watch because it remind me of my old lives, and it's lives that I try to stay hard and stay away from. You know what I'm saying? I can't watch that kind of stuff because it get me wanting to be in another place that I don't need to be. I need to stay right here. TT need to stay right here. I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna do it. It sound weird. Stars. See, y'all be confusing me. I've been reading Lovecraft Country. They talking about the sons of Adam and the Argonauts. And their names is the sons of Adam and the what is it? The Order of the Golden Dawn. American Gods. Let me write this down because when I tell you I could not remember the name, I just start typing in gods. I'm like, I don't know what I couldn't remember. Auntie Circa, not that. How did this even get over here? All right. No, this is the thing. But that's where it was, right? American Gods was on Stars at first. It's on Prime. Now, we said Stars because there's something you might need to see on there. Well, it don't seem like you got nothing. I've been looking for stuff. I haven't seen anything very interesting on there. Tell me what y'all watch, because I don't want to watch, like, no. That group you just named a few seconds ago, the Golden Dawn, are in an anime called The Black Cover, and they were known to be the most powerful wizards. You know they in Lovecraft Country, too. Right. I haven't watched the series Sleepy Hollow, but I used to read all the books and stuff about Sleepy Hollow. Ooh, that just made it hear my body stand up though. Cause I'm looking for something good. You want to see the movie Nephilim? I don't think it came out yet. Have it on? You haven't seen that? It's gonna be on the list. So nobody went back and watched Me Joe Black. What is Me Joe Black playing on? And I'm asking y'all only because I know somebody gonna ask me. Or oh no, I think you gotta pay for it, don't you? So let me ask you a question. If you pay for a movie and Meet Joe Black. Meet Joe Black is good. DVDs, I probably got the movie on DVD, but I'm not about to go look through the DVD. I know I got Meet Joe Black on DVD, but I don't know where it is. Where is Meet Joe Black? I want you to watch that. Meet Joe Black. Like Joe Black. You gotta pay for Meet Joe Black. Okay. Okay, never mind then. It's for rent on Prime and Apple TV. I noticed all the movies that mean something, they want you to pay for them. But I got the movie Meet Joe. I mean, I got it. I guess I could play it in my DVD. I mean, Aleister Crowley was of the Golden Dawn. Trump is the current leader. Really? Really? That's interesting. Thank you for telling me. So Trump right now is one of the leaders in the Golden Dawn. They have different sex. That's crazy. I believe it. Oh, I believe it. Oh, I believe you. Yeah, that ain't nothing you gotta. Oh, I know. I know who the leader. You gotta think. I was reading about the Illuminati when I was like 12 and 13 years old. So it's a lot of stuff I've been studying for a long time that I don't talk about. But I know where you're going. Okay. Thank you so much. Well, let me ask y'all a question. How y'all feel about really breaking down about the whole spelling thing and Disney being the most enchanted? You know what's so crazy? We talked about that, and then I went on Syndicate. You think I would enjoy Sleepy Hollow? I might look into it. Thank you, Sunshine. Um, I will look into it. You know, like the Syndicate thing that y'all sent me with the Harry Potter Syndicate thing. So you know they got the Mother's Day stuff out, right? And I do have a mama. And so I was looking at them, and they got the Mother's Day ones, but on the Disney one, it does not say Happy Mother's Day. It's just all the princesses, but it said the most enchanted whatever place or box or whatever it was. Oh, out of all the other ones say Happy Mother's Day, whatever, but the Disney one literally says the most enchanted something. I said, no, ain't that crazy? We just talked about this today, and I go on this website, first time ever being on there, and boom, they got a Disney box, and it says like the most enchanted box. Like if you, yes, we know. Hold on, let me see. I'm sure about to put this email in there, and do need that. Let me just. I just looked at it. Wait a minute. Let me go on the other. This might be a different Disney one. Hold on. Because it said the most enchanted box or something. And I'm like, what the heck? We just looked at it. How the heck? Wait a minute. I'm going to do Mother's Day. Let me see. Because this is the. Oh, absolutely enchanting. That's what it says. Excuse me. It's absolutely enchanting. Look at that. Hold on. Look. You see it? Absolutely enchanting. They even put it on the box. They the only one with that. Ain't nobody else. It don't say that. This says absolutely enchanting. Why? I don't even think Harry Potter say that. Well, his says something Levioso, but y'all don't think that's crazy? And we talked about what enchanted means. I just seen something that I wanted to. I'm about to send this to my daughter because she needs to see this. Mm. Sorry. Ain't that crazy how they just put them words right in front of our face and we don't even know? What does enchanted mean? Do me a favor. Rika, I need you to go put enchanted definition in Google, and I need you to come back and you tell me what it means. I'm going to make me some coffee while you're doing it. If you're new here, go do the research real quick. And I'm not trying to be funny. I want you to see it for yourself so you can't say nobody else told you. Go look up what enchanted mean and then put it back up here. And everybody know, don't, let everybody find that for themselves. Y'all don't get an answer. It's going to blow your mind. Oh my God, I absolutely love y'all. Mari, I'm so proud of y'all. I'm proud of everybody that done brought somebody or talked about our community to somebody else. First definition, placed under a spell, bewitched. That's it. So why would they want to bewitch our children or put our children under a spell, Pumpkin? They say Disney is the most magical place on earth. The most enchanted place on earth too, no matter where they at in the world. So that's the most spellbound place. It's the most bewitched place on the planet. They made enchanted pretty for us, didn't they? They be playing in our faces and do. And making us pay for it and like it and fight over it to be put under a spell. Isn't that interesting? I did. I did. And listen, I'm a different type of parent from a lot of people. And what I mean by that is, we talked about magic. We talked about how that's really an evil spirit and fairies are not happy. I used it as a teaching tool. You said I tried to think of a princess that didn't have magic involved. It wasn't one. They're doing animal magic, turning people into animals and turning them back to prepare them the mind to come under voluntary surrender. Ooh, to the belief of enchantment for them to believe. Right. Okay, Mari. Yeah, I was the type of parent, I wasn't hiding them from stuff. I was going to let them see, because if you're introduced to this in the world, I need you to not freak out and be all crazy. I need you to be calm, cool, and collected so that you know what to do or be able to witness to somebody. But a lot of church folks, I hate to say it, they don't learn enough outside of what they're taught to be able to even talk to witches and warlocks to understand, because a witch or a warlock still has a soul and it can still be saved. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, oh, I ain't talking to no witch. Well, they are lost. They a person that needs their soul saved. So why wouldn't you? But if you just, oh, you the devil worshiper and this and that and blah blah blah, and they know you don't know what you talking about. They not gonna listen. So then you can't even get it into their ear to witness to them so that you can offer them Christ. You done already offended them. Why would they listen to you? We got plenty of people that used to be witches here, and now they not witches no more. They dabbled in witchcraft and did readings and all kinds of stuff, and they don't even pick up tarot cards no more. They're not moving no crystals around or nothing. And some of these people were born into witchcraft families. I believe in it's the same principles where they say faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. Hold on. God causes you to believe, but if they are telling you to believe in magic, they already giving you what? The process of putting your faith in magic. Yep. Abracadabra. They even taught us magic words before we knew how to pray. Did they or did they not? They taught us how to say a magic word before we really knew how to pray a good sentence. Besides our grace. And abracadabra is the strongest magic word when you using spells. You don't think that's crazy? And every little kid know abracadabra. Yep. Hey. Bippity boppity boo. All of that stuff. And they just have you singing a song. And see, we talk about the rappers, but Disney do more of it than anybody. Using the wands and turning people into frogs and pumpkins into horses, and it's illusion work, isn't it? Wouldn't that be considered illusion work? Mm-hmm. Ain't that what they would call illusion work now? To make something appear looking like something else. Mm-hmm. We talked about that, Dudley, too. Yep. Yep. I don't live in no illusion. Only people that want to live in an illusion. If you want the truth, yep, deception. I don't live in an illusion. Now, some people do, but oh no. I jumped off that bandwagon a long time ago. I only want to see what's real and what's the truth. And that's it. And the truth don't feel like other people think it's going to feel. It actually feels a little scary. Honestly. But illusion? Not me. No, I try to see it for how it really is. That's why I get on here and people tell me I'm fear mongering, because I don't live in no illusion. I'm telling y'all what it really is about to be. But remember the time when I said in a minute, you're not just going to be able to openly confess that you love Jesus, or it could cost you your life, or you could be jailed, or whatever else. And people was laughing at me, told me I was fear mongering. Now they passing a bill where you can't even dang near, they trying to ban the New Testament. Disney did condition us young. It sure did, Mr. Larry. So that time is here. It is. That's why I be asking, like, hey, that's why I be like, I'm grateful to the people that did listen. I be thankful for y'all, knowing that y'all prepared y'all families, and it didn't matter what nobody said to you. That's what Jesus said, to save His word in your heart. Yep. Pandora bracelets. I mean, they could be enchanted jewelry. Pandora she was a goddess, wasn't she? Was Pandora a Pandaughter? Oh! Oh. No. Okay. Did y'all go watch Thor the Black Planet? Did y'all watch it? Did y'all see that they said Hercules was sleeping with the she-wolf? He went through all of them women. Y'all see that he was sleeping with a she-wolf, right? You paid attention to that, Hatsumata? Uh-huh. I was hoping when y'all went back and watched it, y'all paid attention to all of that. I said, oh, it's so long. I'm going to have to go back and watch it because I only watched it once and I was moving around. But yeah, you might want to pay attention to that hurricane. Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's right there. Mm-hmm. You seen it, Mari? You seen it? They said a she wolf on a lady wolf. Yeah. And a lady wolf was a giant wolf. Oh, okay. Oh, you paid real good attention to that. Yeah, that part. Oh, you gotta watch it. If you off tonight, you gotta watch it, Mari. You have got to. Yes, you gotta watch that. It's good. Did y'all see where they? I ain't gonna tell you the whole thing, but y'all seen the neck part when he went up there to see Zeus. Y'all seen it? It's Thor: Dark World. Thor. They passed a bill that will kill the First Amendment. I believe that too. Yeah, I believe it. All of that stuff is about to go away. That's why I told y'all, get your stuff while you can. You hear me? Just get your stuff while you can. Cause in a minute, I told y'all, ain't all of this is gonna go away. Your right to speech, your right to write all the rights while I'm holding a cup with the peoples on it. You didn't know there were giants in Hellboy. I told y'all to go watch Hellboy. It's a whole bunch of truth in there too. Cause wasn't Hitler a necromancer? Hitler was a necromancer. It's so much in Hellboy. That's one of my favorite movies. They gonna keep getting more and more absurd. Yeah. Yep. We do. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Hellboy 2. And Blade. Oh, auntie, come on. Meet Joe Black will be free on Tubi after June 1st. Thank you. Uh-huh. Yep. Hellboy. Listen. Blade. Did y'all see the angelic symbols in Blade? Y'all realize that all of the symbols for the vampire covens is the angelic symbols. And who was the first vampires? The Watchers and their kids. I wouldn't be surprised if the fallen, now I can't say this for sure, but wouldn't it be crazy if the fallen angels, right, when the mamas was pregnant, they had to give them some of dad's blood in order to drink to keep her from dying? You know, Blade is my movie. Remember, that was my tattoo, regrettably. It's okay. The 13 bloodlines. God gave 12 and the angels came up with their own. But think about that, because the mothers became vampires. What if that came from the baby being so strong in their body that that angelic stuff had, because it says they was drunk on the blood of the angels. And all of those symbols in Blade are the angelic symbols, and they're the vampires. And they say they old and been here a long time. They was the first witches and warlocks. What do? They drink blood. Their appetites was insatiable. Giants was drinking blood, wasn't they? And eating human flesh. that was the process of them turning people into the vampires. Very well could be. Because we read that Neymar was drinking the blood of the angels, but she still gave birth to Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And it never tells us when she died. They say she was buried over there. And when right now it's saying that she was a giant. What they say, she was 15 feet tall? And they found Noah, he was 17 feet tall or something like that? They found their bodies. She was 15 feet, he was 17 feet. You know any people that's 17 feet tall or 15 feet tall right now? So are you supposed to give and receive blood transfusions? I don't really know about it. I'm not turning down none. I'm not drinking it. If I need a Noah's wife finger is huge. Now y'all see how she was. It's 3 times the size of a human finger. The Lemur tribe of Rome were originally evil spirits that inhabited corpses. Oh! Like necromancy. Dudley, why are you laughing? Well, y'all read the story on your own. But they also puts more emphasis into why God wouldn't want us drinking human blood. Exactly. Cannibalism, yep. It says she was taking on the giants and the angels. Well, damn. Y'all don't think that it's crazy that after this whole giant thing went viral that they finally released how big they were? But we had already told the world that Noah had a superpower, so they couldn't hold it in no more. Yep, it was a choo-choo train running around there. Choo-choo. Look. He couldn't have been no 5'5", but y'all don't think it's crazy that once the giants just went crazy, now they gotta tell the truth. Because they been found Noah's boat a long time ago. They found that a long time ago. You said no stops. You petty, Maury. Maury gonna say, she said choo-choo. I said chugga-chugga. He said, and no stops. Petty. She didn't. Moving on. I was about to say something real mean, but that's not nice. So I'm just keeping it to myself. But we know somebody that had to have their stomach pumped. I was hoping and praying she wasn't on that crazy stuff. Moving on. With that. Y'all don't think it's crazy. I was going to say something else. So even think about that. Hello. If God knows that she was doing that, she had that serious. Girl, they used alum back in the day too. They knew way before how to do that. You said don't do it. I'm going to just leave it. But alum ain't new. It's been around for, pickling salt been around for a long time. A lot of y'all grandmas use pickling salt. They just never told you about it. That's why they had 19,000 kids by the same man. And he didn't go nowhere because they used alum back in the old days. They used to put it in them red bags. They used to be hanging in the bathroom that every little nasty kid then messed up and put their mouth on. Thinking it's something to blow up like a balloon. that hot water bag. You said, why do I know this? Yes. Oh, I know. Oh, I already know. And we got an example. And do. Look at everybody laughing. Because you was that kid. Look at all of y'all laugh. That's because y'all was that kid. Y'all was that kid. Y'all thought it was a balloon to blow up. It wasn't. You still laugh a lot. I forgot about that thing. You said I used to work with older women. Trying to tell you. See, these young girls don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. It's a reason Granddaddy gave your grandma all his check. A reason. And was. A good reason, too. She wore muumuus and she had an alum bath every 3 months. It's good, Sarah. It's all right. Mm-hmm. Orange or red, I'm trying to tell you. Cue music. Them last $2. Listen. Come on. You ain't lying. It is. I'm trying to tell you, listen. They don't know nothing about that. Moving on. Listen. Listen, the last $2. It is. Listen, I'm trying to tell you that stuff ain't no joke. No, it is not. It is not. It'll have a nigga trying to kill you. Don't do it. Ooh, they be stalking you. You better stay away. Pop out your car. They're like, where are you going? I thought you was trying to leave. I'm just going to the gate. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm hungry too. We gonna go get some food? No, we are not going to get nothing. I'm going to get food, and you gonna be wherever you was gonna be. Look, get in the car, drive to go get your food, and a nigga will be trailing you. I'm trying to tell you, don't do it to yourself. I told y'all that big old nigga. No, I'm just playing. Let me stop. I'm joking, but about the same. In that closet, hiding for about 6 hours. They be crazy. Names changed, game still the same. I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Dudley. Listen, y'all better learn something here. So I just stay on over here in my own tower. Moving on. With that, listen, I already. What? Moving on. Listen, this is the thing, right? Back to what we was talking about with these vampires. We're moving on. We're moving on. It's going somewhere else. I didn't want to go there. Moving on. Back to the vampires. So, the fact that they put that in our face as well. Excuse me. It's going somewhere else. I want to talk about it. Because them are some scary times when a nigga is crazy like that. Following you around and stuff. You hear me? Yeah, I just don't want to think about the craziness that comes with all of that. Yep, that part. I almost lost my life a few times. And not because of the album, but just because niggas is crazy. You ain't got to be stopping me around. Moving on. Yeah. So, with that, who produces the Blade movies? Like, is that MGM or who does that? What's the studio? And is Disney any part of that is what I want to know. Who produced, not produced, but I don't know what you call it. Like, who does that? Is it Marvel? I don't know. I'm asking y'all. Honey, you got to tell me. I don't know. It's Marvel that does Blade. Wasn't Marvel a name of one of the spirits? So it is Marvel. And Marvel was one of the names that we found in one of our demon books. Remember? Y'all remember that? on class when we found that in class. It's all right. I don't know, but you got it right. So are they telling their stories? So Marvel is the name of an evil spirit. It's New Line Studios. It's the Marvel It's Marvel Enterprise. Amen Ra Films. Marvel Enterprises and Amen Ra Films. I'm about to go to the bathroom. I already know y'all fingers is about to be going crazy. I'll be right back. You heard that, Maury? You heard that, Sierra? Amen Ra Films. Now let me ask you a question. Wasn't the Egyptian gods like the first? Never mind. Y'all know the answer already. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Go on and look it up. Go on and get moving. Go on and get your notes. I'll be right. I told y'all it'd be right in our face. I'm in Raw Films. Marvel is the name of a demon. I just gotta say this. And they make millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. And we pay them and we buy our kids this stuff. This is thank you to whoever sent me these two. I said, y'all, here go y'all Bible heroes right here. How many times did I tell y'all, all y'all DC and Marvel? The character of Blade was created in 1973 for Marvel Comics by a writer named Marv Wolfman. Huh. Well, we know that Blade, hold on. Okay. By a vampire while in labor with Blade. Huh. You mean like how that could have been happening when they was drinking blood and there was pregnant women running around? Regular pregnant women and they got bit by it. Oh, okay. God also calls himself an avenger in 1 Thessalonians. Come on, Marvel is ripping off the Bible. Come on. Come on. Didn't I tell y'all some of these is the stories? But think about who writes these books. Think about where they get the information from. And then every time we go and we research, and it's right there. Do y'all believe me now? Y'all starting to see it line up? Hercules. Everything is their stories. So have we been able to really get out of Genesis just yet? And we've been here 2 years. Y'all, look what I showed my sister today. I said, look at these crazy people. Look what they done bought me. She said, girl. I said, yeah. And it's the real thing right here and heavy as hell. I was showing her some of my survival stuff. They said, my brother, I told y'all the other day, he said, remind me not to make you mad because I sent them pictures of all my beautiful things in my armory. And he said, remember not to make me mad. Yeah, because you used to push me down the stairs. And you used to punch me in my face. Don't worry about it. I told y'all when we got older, I was going to have something. Y'all wasn't going to be able to do this forever. And now that you're old and wrinkly, well, look at that. No, I'm just playing. Y'all know I won't hurt my brothers or nothing like that. Listen, I sent pictures. They was laughing. Then my one brother gonna say, are they worth anything? I said, well, some of them are expensive. They're not rare, but they're worth a lot to me. I don't get stuff because it's expensive. That's not why I buy things. And these crazy people that send me stuff don't buy it because it's expensive. They buy it because they know I like it and it's great. How am I slay some giants if I don't got a giant slayer machine? This is a zombie killer. You hear me? If we are going to smite things, we're going to need things to do so. You know what I'm saying? for educational purposes. If we gonna have old-fashioned knights in shining armor, well, you gotta have all your stuff, don't you? Oh no, that's real. You know that's real, Mr. Avery, right? It's very sharp. I cut my fingers on it. It's real and very heavy. You don't be hearing me when I be hitting it? Look. You heard that? You heard that high pitch? You heard it? Ding, ding, ding. Oh, yeah, that's real. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Gotta fight monsters. So if I have to, I got my long swords, I got my... Come on now. What? I'll be playing Xena while y'all sleep. Because I ain't got nobody to be Conan yet. As soon as I get a Conan the Barbarian, it's on. He gonna be King Triton, per Hotsmata. He gonna be King Triton. It's a whole bunch. He gonna be the soldier. He gonna have to ride in on the horse and save me. We already got everything. We already got katanas. He can have a katana and I got a katana. We both got crowns right here because Auntie Judy made sure that I was going to have one for when my Mr. CERCA came. We got all the stuff. Yep. It's doubles of everything. Now, he going to have to get his own sword. So I have him get with Tay so he can get his own sword. But, honey, yeah, because he can't use my sword. I mean, not my sword, my shield. He going to have to get his own shield. Not his own sword. Well, he might need his own swords too. But for right now, we can share their swords. But he gonna have to get his own shield. He can't have mine. They on Amazon, Tom. Just make sure we have you in extra padding because we know how you be. You ain't lying. That's why they up on the wall and not laid down here no more. I gotta find the jade wine for you. What's the jade wine? What's that? I did look up that Harry Potter one, the one that spit fire, but I can't do it in here. And I know my ass, I'll be too carried away with trying to shoot that thing, but I do plan on getting one. Don't even worry about it. I looked into it because the one dude, the hood Harry Potter, he from here too. And is, girl, if God gone and send him before the world end, I'm waiting. All right, so since y'all done sparked something and since we up, do me a favor. Can y'all go to some of the other movie companies and just like we found that Amin Ra Films, can y'all go looking around and ooh, I know what I got on here to ask y'all. Wait a minute. Y'all do not think it's crazy. Everybody raise their hand, please. Can you raise your hand real quick? Just real quick, right? Okay. Who remembers us talking about and breaking down the class about UMG music? Y'all remember us breaking down the class of UMG right after the pastor had to walk it out in his church in January of this year, honey. And so we broke down who Lucian, oh boy, was. Did we or did we not? Y'all, he's named in the freaking beef. Right after that, they took the music off of. Soon as we talked about that, that dude's name was everywhere, and now it's every freaking where. Y'all don't think that's crazy? We literally did a class on him in January, right freaking after. I'm sorry, y'all. This thing, cord is about doing that. I don't like that. This cord is like rubbing up against my... Don't do that. Hotsmata. I told y'all everything we study, you're going to be worldwide news. Boom, boom, boom. You see it? We did a class on him and Tasha Cobbs, and when they was coming for William Murphy, and I said, y'all not gonna do that. So let's see who pay all their bills. And we went and we looked it up. We looked up who he was. Now, what was the name of the vampires that was old and rich from the old families in what's the name? In the underworld. Hmm? No, not that one. The dude that like basically the president of UMG Music. But the father of the Lycans, well, his name was Lucian. The father of the Lycans was Lucian. Was he or was he not? Right? And they come from an old rich family. Hello. Can y'all look it up for me real quick? I'll be right back. I just thought that was interesting. Y'all don't think that's interesting? What y'all find? Ooh, that was about to be a disaster. What y'all find? Wasn't there in Blade? Wasn't there a Lucian in Blade too? Blade too? Or no? Was there a Lucian? Wasn't the big black dude Lucian? The big black vampire dude? Or werewolf dude in there? Or was he white? I don't remember. I thought he was like the big. Okay. So they just keep on telling us the same stories, but in different ways. Lucian was in Blade too. Okay. Lucian is almost always a werewolf or a mix of both. Right. 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 So, okay. Is there a wolf man in X-Men? There's 3 in there. Beast, Wolverine, and his brother. There's a Lucian video game. I didn't know that. Excuse me. Okay. Lucian is also in the show, The Originals, who becomes a vampire and a werewolf. The Wrath of the Heroes, Sabretooth. Greek Lucian, the first Lycan in existence. Lucian is a knight's immortal being. Who remembers when we read recently when it talked about the dog-head gods of the Egyptians? He sure do. Tyler Perry does have somebody in his character named Lucian. Sure do. Yep, if loving you was wrong. Yep. But he was Lucius. But it's all just like Danny, Dan, that type thing. Okay. So y'all see how, yep, we didn't talk about werewolves. We didn't talk about this. We didn't talk about that. But guess what? Do y'all see how the pages just keep connecting? So who remembers when we read and we was reading, I want to say it was 2nd Enoch, and it was talking about the dog-head Egyptian gods. Y'all remember? And they was on the first, what's the name? Y'all got y'all books? Y'all got y'all books? Get book 1 and go to page 1. $131. Get y'all books and go to page 131 real quick, please. I need to get a new filter for in here. I just realized that's why my allergies been acting up too. That filter ain't even on. The purifier. That's why I've been coughing and sneezing and having to blow my nose. My filter ain't even on. I must have unplugged it to plug something else up. I'm gonna have to plug that back up. Y'all got y'all on page 131? Y'all ready? I need my Joy book light right now. Is this one charged? Please say yes. Yes. Okay. You said what? What you say, Maury? Oh, come on, Maury. All right. Well, we on page 131. Come on in and get your highlighters. Maury said this gonna be my first lesson where I can highlight and read with y'all, because y'all know you be in the car working, don't you? It says Lucian was a shapeshifter. Oh, here we go. Lucian was a shapeshifter. And the angels is shapeshifter. Well, come on. We going down here to where it says the fifth heaven. Y'all see that on page 131? See where it says number 18, the fifth heaven? Y'all see it? Lucian was a shapeshifter. Mm-hmm. Most of them would. Like, what's his name, brother? Come on. It says, and the men picked me up from there and carried me away to the fifth heaven. And I saw there many armies and Gregory, and their appearance was like the appearance of a human being, and their size was larger than that of the giants. The Gregory, like the Gregorian calendar, because that's when time stopped for them. You hear me? Lucian has the ability to shift between human and werewolf form, making him the first lichen. Oh, the first werewolf. The first werewolf. The first dog-headed god. Huh? Do y'all realize that the dog-headed guys that we see in Egypt is basically werewolves? How many people you know walking around with a human body and a dog head? Ain't that what they show us a werewolf is? Sometimes their body don't completely change. Sometimes you just know by the face that it's a werewolf and they got clothes on. Hey. Right or no? So we see dog-headed gods in Egypt and we don't think that those are the lichens. But we know that all mythology, Anubis, right? Okay. Come on. All right. So now that we know that the Gregory have a human appearance, but their size was larger than that of giants, and their faces were dejected, and the silence of their mouths, and there was no liturgy taking place in the fifth heaven. And I said to the men who were with me, for what reason are they so dejected? And their faces miserable, and their mouths silent. And why is there no liturgy in this heaven? And the men answered me, these are the Gregory, the 200 princes whom turned aside, 200 walking in their train, and they descended to the earth. Page 133. And they broke the promise on the shoulder of Mount Hermon, and to defile themselves with human wives. And when they had defiled themselves, the Lord condemned them. And these ones mourn for their brothers and for the outrage which has happened. But I said to the Gregory, I have seen your brothers. I have seen your brothers, and I have understood their accomplishments, and I knew their prayers, and I prayed for them. And now the Lord has sentenced them under the earth until heaven and earth are ended. But why are you waiting for your brothers? And why don't you perform liturgy before the face of the Lord? Start up the former liturgy. Perform the liturgy in the name of fire, lest you annoy the Lord your God, so that he throws you down from this place. And they heeded the earnestness of my recommendation, and they stood in the 4 regiments in heaven, and beheld, while I was standing, they sounded with 4 trumpets in unison, and the Gregory began to perform the liturgy as with one voice, and their voices rose up unto the Lord's presence. Now hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for one specific thing. Give me 1 second, y'all. Ooh, if this was in my other book, I would know where it is. I might not be able to find it right now. Well, anyway, I can't remember where we read it. I just know it's in here somewhere. But we read about the dog-head gods. I can't remember which part of Enoch it's in. Forgive me, y'all. But we read about the dog-headed gods and it was the gods of the Egyptians, right? We read that. So you think about, it's in one of them Enochs. I can't think of which one right now. I'm not going to lie to y'all. You think the underworld, the original vampire, was the father of both Lycan and vampire. Well, that all makes sense because the angels did not only sleep with the women. This is how Job of the Bible, his brother was Nereus. And Nereus was half fish god. He was half fish, half man, but he could also shapeshift onto land. We know this, right? Don't we know this? And the Bible says that they went into, in Enoch, if you go to page 16, it says they went into all the animals of the field, the birds of the air, the fish, and the reptiles. Right? Y'all don't think that's crazy? He is the father, because I just watched that. He is. I just watched it. And he was sitting on a boat, and they came to kill him. And then he had the other piece to the thing, and then they had to do it to wake him up and all of that. And he was like, I'm not going to hurt them because they're both my sons. I just watched that. So can I ask? I'm going to rewatch. Of course. You have to. I told y'all go back. Now do y'all be mad y'all done paid all y'all money to go watch the movies and didn't even realize what they were saying to you? Look at you. Ain't that crazy? Do y'all now understand why the Bible say they got eyes but they can't see and they got ears but they can't hear? Because if they did, they would understand. They would turn from their wicked ways and all of that, but they would understand what was really going on around here. Yes, he was the father of them both. Okay. That's why I prefer watching at home. But I'm just saying, how many of us have seen these movies and didn't even realize how much information Hollywood had given us? How about you, Mari? You said, yep, you find something new to watch every time you be watching. Yep. Hot tomato. It's crazy, right? They've been playing in our face the whole time, but they knew all they got to do is tell us it's science fiction or something like that, mythology, and we like, oh, okay, well, where they get the stories from? And I ask y'all that all the time. But then they know you don't know the names. They know you don't know the histories. They know you don't know the mythology, so you think it's fake. But if we can read the Old Testament supergrapha and then put that with the Bible and then go look at a lot of them ancient hieroglyphs and stuff, you automatically see that what the Bible said is true. I always found it interesting how detailed it was, which drew me to paying more attention to it and mythologies and will. And now that y'all know that our mythology is based on the Assyrian and Babylonian kings, and when you go over there in Egypt and Persia, you see what kind of beings was living over there. So then we know it's not a lie. Love you too? Yes, I am on late. We doing here and just talking about all these movies and stuff and looking up the names of the people and how they've been playing in our face, Mama dear. I tried to read the supergrapha, but the words are so small. Oh, you got to get you one of these, Pumpkin. Hold on. I got you. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Let me tell you, girl, because you see I be squinting. I can't see either. Give me a moment. 2 things. Baby, you got to get you one of these, honey. Don't even trip. Look. I used to laugh at the old people. Now I got one. And look what it do. You can see the books on the shelf. And you see how far they are back there. But look. And will. Who ain't about to be able to read their stuff? Amazon, and they got them. Somebody said they got theirs at the Dollar Tree, and it come with this. Cause who ain't about to be able to read the words is me. Magnifying page. Who? I got all these books with these little bitty words, and my eyes done got bad too. Ain't nobody got time for that. Mm-hmm. And it light up. You can dim it how you need to. Light or dark. I love you too, honey. We gonna read at all costs is what we gonna do. We gonna read at all costs. Don't even worry about it. Because what we not about to do is not be able to see. I need to find that. I'm real sad that I can't find what I need. But yes. I know I'm close to it. I just can't remember where it is. I think I'm getting tired. This is interesting though. We read a little bit of this. Can y'all go? Okay, so at the bottom of page 133. Baby, we gonna read it. Y'all, some of these words are so little in some of these books. Baby, my eyes is messed up. My eyes wasn't this bad when I started TikTok. They got this bad because I be looking at these screens all the time, squinting. But can y'all go to page 132? 133. Back over there. To 19, the sixth heaven. Okay. So it says, and the men took me away from there, and they brought me up to the sixth heaven. And I saw there 7 angels grouped together, very brilliant and very glorious. And their radiance was like the radiance of the sun when it shines. So there were 7 angels grouped together. Where else have we heard that from? Where else do we know that there were 7 angels stuck together? The Pleiades, right? But there's another. But what's their names in the Testament of Solomon? The Pleiades. I never remember how to say that correctly. Come on. We just talked about it. Remember we talked about the principalities? Come on. Yes. Yes. Oh, man. All right. 969. 969, Mari, so you can write it down. So the opposite of what we just read is on 969, the 7 ruling spirits. So on the dark side, there are 7 ruling spirits that are connected hand and foot, like how we used to fold the paper and cut out a person and open them up. And they connected hand and foot. So on the bad side, those are the rulers of darkness. And on the good side, God got his own. So there's 2 sets. There's 2 sets of these angels that are completely connected together. There's one side that's on the good side, and then the other ones are the principalities and the rulers of darkness, in this realm. But he got another set that's up there in heaven with him. Y'all don't think that's crazy? Well, no, they might just been a third of the angels that fell. Remember, okay, y'all not listening to me. Remember, I told y'all a third of heaven fell. And God had a lot of different. We about to read about it. Come on, here we go. Real quick, let's get through here. Yep, it says Michael, Gabriel, Camuel, Raphael, Jophiel, Sadakel. Come on. Well, let's look. Here we go. It says, and their radiance was like the radiance of the sun when it shines, and there was no difference between their faces, or in their dimensions, or in the mode of their being. These ones regulate. They study the peaceful order of the stars, the birth of the sun and the moon. And they are the leaders of the angels and of celestial speech. And they are the leaders of angels and of celestial speech. Celestial speech. Celestial speech. You mean like this kind? You mean like this? Where the paradigms are named after the Nephal, the Hiphal, the Hophal, the Pael, the Puel, the Hithophel, however you say that. The language of the angels? Who are the Nephalim? I got a question for you. When was the first written language? Who wrote down Adam and Eve's life history? Seth. And who helped him write it? Hey. Who helped him write it? An angel held his hand. Nope. God sent an angel to help him write his mama and daddy's history. Y'all don't remember the angel held his hand so he could write his mama's and daddy's history after they died? Remember in the book of Adam and Eve? So an angel helped him write the first basic written literature or whatever it was. And ancient Hebrew, the paradigms in there, the first one is called the Nephal, like the Nephalim. And the Nephalim were the children of the fallen angels and human women. Now we know that it wasn't a fallen angel that helped him write that, but it is an angelic dialect. How do I know what? That Seth wrote his mama's and daddy's, what's the name? Then Seth made tablets of stone and clay and wrote in them the life of his father Adam and his mother Eve, and what he had heard from them and his eyes had seen. And he put the tablets in the middle of the house of his fathers in the oratory where he used to pray to the Lord. And after the flood, those written tablets were seen by many persons, but were read by no one. The wise Solomon, however, saw the writings and was entreating the Lord, and an angel of the Lord appeared to him, saying, I am the one who held the hand of Seth, so that he wrote with his finger onto stone. And you shall be wise in writing, so that you might know and understand all that is contained on the stones. Mm-hmm. The archons of darkness, right. And who do the fallen angels have you praying to? The planets. They have y'all playing to the stars and putting y'all stuff under the stars for a reason. I told y'all them was the stars that they used to take care of. That's what we was about to read. So stay right there. Sorry, y'all. Mm-mm. No, there's an actual angel of the Lord. Mm-hmm. Ain't that crazy? So look. Now, if we go back to the page that we was at right here, in book one, see, that's book 2. This book 1. Right? So look. If you go back to page 133, it says, and they are the leaders of the angels and of celestial speech. And they make all celestial life peaceful, and they preserve the commandments and instructions and sweet voices and singing and every kind of praise and glory. And there are angels over the seasons and over the years, and there are angels over the rivers and on oceans, angels over the fruit and grass and over everything that breathes, and angels of all people. And all their life they organize and write it down before the face of the Lord. Mm-hmm. And so now you know why when people have statues, they have to put fruits or wine or certain types of things to get that deity to come, because these are the evil spirits that used to be alive. But I told y'all they want to be worshipped for the gift that God gave them. So if it was an angel that was over the animals of agriculture, then they were worshipped as the god of agriculture when they fell. Poseidon would be considered one of the children. Poseidon would be one of the children that is a child of an angel that used to guard over the seas. So he was worshipped as a sea god, right? The angel of rain would be worshipped as the god of rain. And a third of each class of angels fell. Well, it wasn't just one angel that was tending to the rain, the lightning, the flowers, the animals. It was multiple ones. So, when a third of each class of those angels fell, God did not take their ability to control lightning, Thor's daddy, and all of these different people, and to be able to change. And we see now, and we read all the time, that angels can shapeshift. That ability passed to their kids. This is where old girl Mystique come from in X-Men. She can mimic the voice, which is their mimicking spirits, and they can change into whoever they want to change into. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? The god of rain, the god of war. That means 9 times out of 10 he was one of one of God's armies, but he was also one of the ones that fought with Lucifer and was kicked out or whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? So this is why God be mad, and they still had angelic technology. Exactly. And they're the ones that taught the women the spells and how to incant or enchant all of these different things. That's why they always had stones. Well, we know now why all the magic things had freaking stones in it, because they could and cough up a stone. And you could be an idiot. Just kidding. You could be silent. Just kidding. No, I don't take any of it funny. If you're offensive, don't. If you're offended, don't be offensive. Period. You can be a shapeshifter. I don't know. And today ain't the day. Love you, but if you're gonna come for me, I'm coming for you today too. And usually the creation typically holds the power of the source of who created it, right? Satan's technology isn't up to par with the Most High's. Have you never read the Bible? You don't remember Janus and Jambres, the two wise men that were able to do every single miracle that Moses was? Who was talking about Lucifer? We were talking about the fallen angels, not those guys. The other set, the watchers. And they can only use what God gave them. So what do you mean? That doesn't make any sense. Do y'all read the Bible, or y'all just be spouting stuff out? I just don't understand why people say certain stuff. What do you mean God didn't give them everything? Okay, whatever. Believe whatever you want. Well, he didn't stop them from doing every single thing that he gave Moses power to do. Where'd they get that power from? Huh? You tell me. Love you, Circa. You speak fire. I love joining your lives. Thanks, Kat. No, I just don't. Listen, y'all. Just because you bring something up, if I'm in the middle of a conversation, I'm not going to stop what you're talking about. Stop what I'm talking about to talk. I saw what you said, and we had a class about it, and that's it. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about angels and other stuff. I be trying to tell people, just because you come in here and say something don't mean I got to stop talking about what I'm talking about because you keep retyping the question. Basically, what you're telling me when you do that is I want to talk about what I want to talk about. And so then I just ignore it because I know y'all see we having a whole conversation that ain't about nothing that got to do with that. That's all. You said I have a library because of you. Good job. Listen, I don't care what you say. You do realize that you're talking to yourself. I guess you want to argue or something. I don't argue with people. I'm not going to argue with you. If you believe whatever you want, we don't care. If you, and he wasn't even a cherub. He was an archangel. What are you talking about? Go away. Go away. He was not a cherub. He was an archangel. What do you mean? Moving on. Back to what I was saying. So. Okay. Moving on. What was he talking about? Oh, the angels. Let's get back to that. Here we go. All right. You ready? No. Okay, come on. Back to page Hold on. Oh, we on page. Thank you. We gonna read it. So let's read 134 because y'all know the versions be flip-flopping. It's 2 renditions, J and H, but we're just going to go right to the next. Always, LG. Always. Always, always, always. So instead of going to page 135, we're going to read it on 134. It's just 2 different versions of the same thing. So rendition J and rendition A, but we're going to hop over. That's the good thing about this. If something is missing from one, we can go read it on the other. So come on, y'all ready? All right, let's look at how these angels is lining up. All right. And in the midst of them are 7 phoenixes. So in the midst of the angels, they're right down everything is 7 phoenixes. Did you know that? While they telling us that phoenixes are mythical beings. Did you know it was, 7 of them up there with the ranks of angels? Did you know? Let me show you. I love phoenixes too. See it up there? And in the midst of them are 7 phoenixes and 7 cherubim and 7 six-winged beings, having but one voice and singing in unison. And their song is not to be reported, and the Lord is delighted by his footstool. Really? And you wonder why they don't want you reading the Book of Enoch, because then they couldn't sell you all this stuff as mythology. It's a reason. What book is this? And these are all the books that are in it. Looky, looky. You want to screenshot that? You're more than welcome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do use our manners here. Please and thank you. Can you please tell me? That part. Can't wait to see the one face to face or spirit to spirit. Ooh, I don't know. I'll be scared a little bit. Mara, you're bolder than I. Okay, come on. All right. It says, and those men lifted me up from there, and they carried me up to the 7th heaven, and I saw there an exceptionally great light, and all the fiery armies of the great archangels, and the incorporeal forces. Who remembers what incorporeal means? Who remembers what incorporeal means? Huh? What does incorporeal mean, y'all? Tell me. Not composed of matter, having no form, disembodied. So how do you have an angel of disembodied soldiers? Y'all read it? It says, and the incorporeal forces, and the dominions, and the origins, and the authorities, and the cherubim, and the seraphim, and the many-eyed thrones. Remember, thrones is a type of angel. And the regiments, and the shining ultimum stations. And I was terrified, and I trembled with great fear. How do you have an army that doesn't have a body? Have we not heard of ghost armies before and spirit armies? Huh? You ever heard of a ghost army or a spirit army? Okay. Army of the dead. But they not dead. They alive. We just can't see them. Now, what scripture is that reference to? Is that in reference to in the Bible where somebody was scared? Okay. Which scripture is that relevant to or referencing to? They're referenced in there. The prophet and the servant. Come on, Mari. Was it Ezekiel? I can't remember if it was Elijah or Elisha. One of them. I know it was the E guy. Ezekiel, Elijah, or Elisha. I think it was Elisha or Elijah. And he said, open your eyes. And they couldn't see nobody. Remember? They couldn't see nobody. And God prayed and let him open his eyes, and it was an army of angels and chariots, but nobody could see him but Elijah and the servant. And they tore their tails up. Y'all remember the movie we just watched? Wasn't that an incorporeal host? Chauncey? He didn't have a material existence at first, and then he did. Y'all remember? Oh. It's Elisha? Okay. Thank you. But he could hurt people even though he didn't have a material existence. He was an incorporeal host, and he came from another realm. You hear me? There's an invisible army in Revelations that's supposed to come. You mean this one? The one we're reading about right here on page 134 of the Book of Enoch? Chapter 20 and 21? Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Imaginary. Y'all don't think that's nuts? Come on. Okay. So we know a 200 million man incorporeal army. Right? Okay. All right. So then now that we know that, it says, and those men picked me up and led me into the air, into their midst. And they said to me, be brave, oh Enoch, be brave, excuse me, y'all. Be brave, Enoch, and don't be frightened. And they showed me the Lord from a distance, sitting on his exceedingly high throne. For what is on the 10th heaven, since the Lord is present there? And on the 10th, And on the 10th heaven is God. And it is called in the Hebrew language Aravath. And all the heavenly armies came and stood on the 10 steps, corresponding to their ranks, and they did obeisance to the Lord, or obeisance. And then they went to their places in joy and merriment, and in immeasurable light, singing songs with soft and gentle voices, while presenting the liturgy to him gloriously. And if I'm not mistaken, 10 is judgment. So it makes sense that he sits up there. Okay. All right. Can I ask y'all a question? Now do y'all understand why the angels built their stuff up on the high hills and on the top of the mountains, and the thrones were so important? And we talked about this already. If the thrones are a type of angel, and we have a show called Game of Thrones, and those people wanted to be worshipped as gods, doesn't it make sense that the rulers that God told us, because the rulers is a type of angel too, but the Game of Thrones could have been the angels fighting amongst themselves, or the wars of the gods. The Game of Thrones, they played right in our face with that one too, because Thrones is a type of angel, and those were the rulers of the 7 continents, right? And the angels are the ones that started the war, the gods, because they were fighting over, because they wanted to rule over the whole earth. So we have a third of the thrones fell, and we have a show called Game of Thrones. They always talking about the rulers and the kings, and we know that the fallen angels and their children were the rulers and the kings that wanted to rule over God's people. This is why the ancient kings was always coming against Israel, because God chose it. Oh, yes, it makes so much sense, doesn't it? Tyler said, wait a minute, hold on, wait, what? Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And if we know that all mythology is based on the Assyrian and Babylonian kings, then this all makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See how you just gotta put the little pieces together, but it'd be so good when you do. Do you hear me? Mm-hmm. Family feuds for land and power, right? Thank you so much, TC. I appreciate you. For those of you that don't know, we have over 900 videos on YouTube under our live tab, CERCA TROVA 22 on YouTube. So we got classes like this, over 900, that we did in less than 2 years, which is crazy. Good night, y'all. Oh, you love the late night classes. I thought you were saying good night. Because we get to be a little bit more detailed when we get in here. When it ain't too many people talking crazy. You know, we can kind of go through slowly. Look at y'all. I'm supposed to be doing my hair. I didn't brought my gel and everything in here. We is family for real, because I didn't start doing my hair. You're like, cuzzy, where that scripture at? Because I'm about to tell my friend. And now I done forgot I was supposed to be doing my dang hair and brought my hair stuff in here and everything. And y'all be having me on this looking crazy. You heard me? Y'all don't even care. Just like family. Bring somebody over your house, ain't told them they coming with nobody. And I'm walking around in my house clothes looking. Y'all just don't care. Y'all don't even care if I be looking crazy in front of company or nothing. I told y'all I was doing my hair. You said we love you either way. And too, because I love y'all. Y'all be on the toilet boo-boo, and I be having to be in there with y'all like this talking. Talk about, cousin, turn the fan on. You stink. Put the cover on. I'm trying to pee. Close the curtain. Why folks be talking? I done been through y'all. Look, all kind of moments. I'm family for real. You said, well, you let us know when you said the elbows and fingers be ashy. Listen here. I probably done been there with some babies being born. I done been through surgeries with y'all. Y'all done called me to the hospital. I haven't sitting in the waiting room with you. No, y'all gonna see this here crazy. We is real family now, honey. It is. You says I'm watching your lives at work. I done been everywhere with y'all. Everywhere. Toilet, shower, grocery store, church. And I be telling y'all quit doing that. Don't take me to church with you. Right. Weddings. Don't take me to church with y'all. Now, if it's an outside wedding, I don't care. But if it's an inside the church wedding, don't take me with y'all, because y'all know how my mouth is. You'll not get me in trouble with the Lord. You said just woke up and seen you was on. Yeah, I done been everywhere with y'all. And have. You said I'm about to catch a ride from you to the DMV. For me. All right, hold on. Let me see. Where was we going after this? Okay, come on. You said I keep the volume down. That part. All right, come on. So it says, excuse me, 21. All right. It says, and they do not leave by night nor depart by day, standing in front of the face of the Lord and carrying out his will. Cherubim and seraphim standing all around his throne, 6-winged and many-eyed, and they cover his entire throne, singing with gentle voice in front of the face of the Lord. Holy, 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 Lord, Lord Sabaoth. Heaven and earth are full of his glory. And when I had seen these things, those men said to me, when I had seen all these things, those men said to me, Enoch, up to this point we have been commanded to travel with you. And the men went away from me. And from then on I did not see them anymore. But I remained alone at the edge of the seventh heaven. And I became terrified. And I fell on my face. And I said in myself, woe to me, what has happened to me? Turn the page. 136. And the Lord sent one of his glorious ones, the archangel Gabriel, and he said to me, be brave, Enoch. Don't be frightened. Stand up and come with me and stand in front of the face of the Lord forever and ever and ever. Do y'all really understand what happened? This is when they make him take off his clothes, his earthly body. Enoch God chose to sit up there and be God's friend and know all our business before we was even here. That's crazy, ain't it? Look. And on the 10th heaven, Aravath, I saw the view of the face of the Lord like iron made burning hot in a fire and brought out. And it emits sparks and is incandescent. Thus, even I saw the face of the Lord. The Hell Rider dude, didn't old boy have a face of fire? Sometimes in the scary movies, when the angels or whoever the being is come, you can see fire in their eyes. Dragons have fire in their eyes before it come out their mouth. Okay. All right. It says, thus even I saw the face of the Lord, but the face of the Lord is not to be talked about. It is so very marvelous and supremely awesome and supremely frightening. And who am I to give an account of the incomprehensible being of the Lord and of his face, so extremely strange and indescribable? And how many are his commands and his multiple voice? And the Lord's throne supremely great and not made by hands, and the choir stalls all around him. I gotta blow my nose. Now y'all know why the choir is always right behind the pastor. They get that from God too. Ain't the choir always around the pastor's throne? Right? They always singing behind pastor, ain't they? Now we know why they set the church up like that. Because that's how it is in God's house, like up in heaven. So he right here, and the angels is behind him, and then his people singing in front of him too. But the main singers is in front of him, but the choir is around his throne, just like the pastor. Ain't that crazy? And the pastor's throne is seat is always bigger than everybody else's, and then the ministers is sitting on side, and they in thrones too, but they're not like the pastors, right? I know, because I done been in a gazillion churches. I'll be right back. interested? Anybody interested? Isn't this all amazing information? Simple things make you think, huh? Why they do stuff the way they do. See, I always been the one that wanted to know why. Yeah, I see that's what you've always done, but why do you do it? Why is this the thing? Who made it that way? This is why they used to be trying to get rid of me in church. Because no, you're not just going to tell me we always have. Where did it come from? And those are really the questions God be wanting us to ask. Who started this? And then he say, well, I got an answer for you if you really want to know. You see what I'm saying? You can't just tell me that that's why it is the way that it is now. Some things okay, because some things are above our understanding, but for the most part, nigga, no, you better tell me what's going on here. I don't want you to be trying to just tell me they still trying to get rid of me. I already know. How many of y'all got put out of church? So a whole bunch of y'all got put out of church. And did. Y'all got put out of church. I told y'all that was God. I said, don't go in there. Tell them. Now listen, they gonna put you out twice. Hilarious. You still stuck on the Gregorian calendar? Yep. That's when they started time. They were not, because remember, he didn't make them infinite beings after that. Like once they defiled themselves with the women, they started to live in time. And they were eternal beings at first. And he said, oh no, that ain't about to be a thing. I can't let y'all come through here and be doing all that. And your children ain't gonna live forever either. And this is why I say to y'all, see, the way the Bible describes it, it's like only the people in Israel was living 900 years. No, the evil people was living 900 years too. The witches and the warlocks was living 900 years as well. You hear me? People forget that. Oh, that's beautiful, Maury. That's beautiful. You said, who can afford to be a church member? I don't know. Welcome to Crazy Town, True Believers. And is right. That's a good one. Welcome to Crazy Town. Yeah. Crazy. Because we is. Come on in. If you've been crazy all your life and couldn't figure out why you didn't fit in with the rest of the world, because you meant to be over here, it's all right. We love everybody. As long as you don't talk crazy. And is. Okay, come on. All right. Ooh, sorry. Give me a second. T. So did y'all see that God has multiple voices? Y'all did you highlight that, Mari, that God has multiple voices? We talked about this before. But what is DID mimicking? Yeah. What is now y'all understand mimicking spirits. Basically. Right? And DID is one body but a whole bunch of voices. Possession. Exactly. And God is one being, but he has all these different voices. So that's why when God want to tell you something, he can tell you in your grandma voice. He can tell you in your whoever you respect. He can use their voice to talk to you in your mind. So like y'all say, CERCA, whenever I get ready to do something, I hear you say you bet not or whatever it is. Boom, God can use my voice to speak to you. Because he got all of we all came from him. High pitch, low pitch, whatever. All of it. Are you understanding? He can use whatever voice he wants to talk to you. But he know the one that's been in your ear, the one you're going to respect. And he can use that. Isn't that interesting? He got plenty of voices. And if he speaks to us in our own voice, none of our voices sound the same. You said, woo, because my dreams, I be trying not to run through y'all dreams. I be trying. Maybe that's why I don't get to dream no more, because when I'm asleep, I'm too busy running through y'all's. Ain't that something? Because since I started doing this, I don't dream as much as, no, for real. I had to tell my godmother, I said, Mom, it's crazy because since I started doing this TikTok, I don't be dreaming. And now everybody be like, Circa, you was in my dream. You was in my dream. Oh, so I ain't in my own. I guess I'm running through y'all's. You said, because you pop up in my dreams sometimes, right? And I don't be dreaming. Like, I used to dream 2 and 3 dreams a night, not no more. And every night somebody telling me, Circa, you was in my dream, so I guess I don't be in my own no more. I be in y'all's. I ain't had dreams to write down like how I used to since I started doing this. And since I started, because I think the first person that said I was in their dreams, he ain't even here no more. It was Zarbis. He said, you was in my dream. I was like, no, wait a minute, what kind of dream? And of course, you know, he told me whatever. But, and I think I was telling him not to do something. And it's crazy because since I've been doing TikTok, I do not dream like I used to. And y'all always talking about I'm in y'all dreams. And that's funny. It's crazy to me. But the spiritual realm is what? The dream world. Y'all do realize that, right? The dream world and the spiritual world is the same thing. You can't see your dreams until you go to sleep, unless you having a vision, right? Man, especially when I thought about start really studying on like dream walkers and stuff. I'm like, man, that's probably why. Because remember I told you I used to dream, and I ain't never been in a house, and I can tell you where every picture is, where the bed is, where the lamps are, where shoes was by the door, everything. That makes sense if God made me a dream walker or something like that. And I do be walking it around in the spirit, and that makes sense as to why I can tell. Yeah. Oh no, I don't astral project. No, I don't want no parts of that. But I do find it funny that I have not been dreaming as much as I have. I'm talking about in four. I started this at what, 41? I was 41, about to be 42, right before my 42nd birthday. Right? And I was dreaming. I'm talking about up until I started TikTok. Now, I had a few dreams, but it ain't been like normal. And y'all always talking about I'm in y'all dreams. Yeah. Which is crazy. I've been thinking, y'all, that's why I be saying, I be thinking about a lot of stuff that didn't happen and that be happening. But back to God's voices. Yeah. Oh, man. And I know that sounds crazy, but excuse me, I ain't been dreaming as much. And y'all always say, you was in my dream. You was in my dream. Well, I like to get back in my own. I'd like to get back in my own damn dreams. Thank you. Moving on to God's voices. You have vivid dreams so much more now? Good. Yeah. I used to, yeah. The last dream I had was when you went to heaven. Oh, in the dream you went to heaven? Yeah, I'm pouting. I want to get back to my own dreams. I don't want to be running through y'all's. I want to be in my own. Could it be because they're playing out in real time? Do you know that came to my mind? You just gonna be all in my head like that, AJ? That's what you're gonna do. You said you are definitely Miss Frizzle, and is in every way it is. I've been thinking about that though, because all my dreams is coming true right now. And all my dreams was mostly about eschatology, which is the end times. And it's crazy because I told y'all, now when I watch TV, it's like watching the script I wrote. Now, I'm not saying I wrote it, but I wrote these dreams down, and now it's TV. It's on TV, it's on the worldwide news and all of that. So it do freak me out. Okay. Okay. There's an episode of SpongeBob where he does that asking through people's dreams. Wow. Yours are playing out as well. I'm trying to tell you, it's crazy. Yeah. He was walking through people's dreams. Okay. Okay, well, let's get back to it because I'm about to get off of here in just a minute. All right. Ooh. All right. It says, so extremely strange and indescribable. And how many are his commands and his multiple voice and the Lord's throne, supremely great and not made by hands, and the choir stalls all around him, the cherubim and the seraphim armies, and they're never silent singing. So they sing all. God listen to music all day or night or whatever you want to call it. All eternity. He listens to music for all eternity. We'll say that. So this whole headphones thing, always having music on, we got that from our daddy. Who can give an account of his beautiful face, never changing and indescribable, and his glory? And I fell down flat and did obeisance to the Lord, and the Lord with his own mouth, not through his spirit, with his own mouth, said to me, could you imagine? God normally uses the angels to speak with you or the Holy Spirit. He used his mouth to talk to Enoch. That's different. Because normally it says the Spirit of the Lord or the messenger of the Lord. No, he talked to Enoch with his mouth. That's crazy. He said, be brave, O Enoch, and stand, do not be frightened. Stand up and stand in front of my face forever. And Michael, the Lord's archistrag, however we gonna say archistrag. I don't know. What is it? Archistratic, however you say that. Lifted me up and brought me in the face, in front of the Lord. Y'all, I'm getting sleepy. All right, lifted me up and brought me in front of the face of the Lord. And the Lord said to his servants, sounding them out, let Enoch join in and stand in front of my face forever. And the Lord's glorious ones did obeisance and said, let Enoch yield in accordance with your word, O Lord. And the Lord said to Michael, go and extract, here we go, right here. This is what I wanted y'all to see. And the Lord said to Michael, go and extract Enoch from his earthly clothing and anoint him with my delightful oil and put him into the clothes of my glory. Who knows what that means? Who knows what that means? I'm going to read it again. Go and extract Enoch from his earthly clothing and anoint him with my delightful oil and put him into the clothes of my glory. His spirit body, his heavenly body. So where does the soul reside? We learned that recently. Where does the soul reside, y'all? Where is it? We learned this last week. Where does your soul? In the throat. In the throat. In your chest, in between, like in your larynx, in this whole pipe that's right here that goes between your heart and your lungs. That's where your spirit, no, you said it right, Naisha. That's where your spirit resides, right here. When God blew the breath in the nose and the mouth, when they doing CPR, what do they do? If they trying to breathe life back into you, what do they do with your face? It's in here, Maury. It's in your books that your spirit, your soul resides in the throat. He said in the larynx. In between the larynx and the pharynx or something, whatever they said. Ain't that crazy? So you're trying to put the soul, you're forcing air, the breath of God, because the Spirit of God and the breath of God are two different things. God breathed the breath of God into every living thing. His Spirit has to be let in you. Okay? Yeah, the breath of God, every living thing that has oxygen is the breath of God. Oxygen gives life. If you don't have oxygen, if food doesn't have oxygen, it molds. If oxygen is not in your tires, they deflate. This whole thing. The breath of God and the Spirit of God are two different things. And people get oh, everybody got the Spirit of God. No, everybody don't got the Spirit of God. Everybody has the breath of God. Right. The breath of God. Every single living thing, trees, animals, every living thing has the breath of God. It didn't say he breathed his spirit into Adam. It says he breathed the breath into the nostrils once he formed him. We still living, every single human being is still living off that first breath that God breathed into Adam's nose. Y'all realize that? Take a breath. Deep one. And let it out. God ain't had to breathe it back in nobody else. When he breathed into them two, that was it. He didn't have to. As long as you got oxygen in your blood, you can pass it to your children. Now they have oxygen. And this person got it. Okay? He ain't had to start over and make no new people or nothing. We are still living off the one breath that he breathed into Adam and Eve. We're still living off that same one. Ain't that amazing? And you want to talk crazy and you on the wing and a prayer down here, a breath and a prayer. Because all he got to do is, you're one breath away from not living anymore. Understand that. It took one breath to cause you to live, and it takes you to miss one good one and you won't breathe again. Is y'all getting it? You're one breath away while you be talking crazy saying you a God. And that God ain't real, and why would I serve a whoop? You ain't got to serve nothing because you don't even got to be breathing. When people tell me they gods and goddesses, I said, stop your breathing, stop your heart, stop your brain waves, and then start them back. If you can do that on your own without no help, I might listen. But until you can do that, baby, don't tell me nothing about who God should be and what God should be doing, and you still living on the same breath that Adam and Eve got, babe. Goddess and God. Stop them neurons from firing right now. Stop your heart from beating. Stop your lungs from expanding and pushing that air back out. Stop it. And then start it back. I'm talking about flatline, done. And then say, okay, I'm going to live again. You can't. So you're not a God and you're not a goddess. Because you cannot tell your heart to start beating again. If God take the electricity out of your body and that one wind, baby, you one breath away from him saying, I'm tired of you. What you're not going to do is keep using my breath to talk crazy to me and tell me who I am and who I'm not. That's what you're not going to do. Especially when you living on the same breath that I put in a man 7,000 years ago. Oh, you got me messed up. Even the water you drink has my breath in it. H2O. You can't even stay hydrated. Without his breath, baby, you will go. Without water, you die. You a God and a goddess, don't drink no water. For the next 6 months and tell me what happened to you. You will shrivel up like everything else that don't have the breath of God. You will shrivel up like the apple. You will shrivel up like the orange. You will shrivel up because when they not connected to the tree no more, they not getting no more oxygen. That's why they start to die. When your watermelon ain't connected to the vine no more, the reason it starts to shrivel is because there's no liquid, no oxygen, no breath of God going through it. What God? Everything that's not connected to God starts to shrivel and die. It changes the appearance. You mean like when the devil and his brothers disconnected themselves? Even the skin on your vegetables and stuff go dark. That's funny because when the angels were disconnected from the giver of life, they were darkened. That's why they have to cosplay angels of the light. That's so crazy. And they had to shape shift because their real appearance without God ain't beautiful. Just like if you've ever seen a deceased person after they don't have oxygen running through their body in blood, it's pretty scary. Depending on how they passed away. You a god or a goddess? Well, I'm gonna need to see a few things first before I believe any of that. Let's go to the people and have them hook you up to the nodes. And then I need you to stop your heart and start it back. Now, monks and stuff got close. They got close. But even if you die and they bring you back, you know what they got to use? The spark of life to bring you back. God's electricity. Even man, when they hit in your chest, boom. You mean the same spark that started your whole existence? The same spark that started everything you see right now? When God said, let there be light, light like electricity, and we already did the research on it. If you go and look at an egg being fertilized, it looks exactly like the Big Bang Theory. It looks exactly, and the exact same thing happened as a matter of fact. Literally, miniature particles burst out, and then all of a sudden the electricity starts firing and cells and stuff start multiplying instantly. Oh, you mean like the Big Bang? It literally looks like it. How they show you the Big Bang? If you go look, we already did. Remember, we did this. Zinc flies out and it starts to make light bulb. It looked like a whole bunch of light. The same thing happened in the Big Bang Theory, and it looks exactly the same. And the planets have that same ring around them like the egg does. It's so amazing. So when God said, let there be light, the planets and everything start moving. It's so crazy. The space is dark like a woman's womb. And until God said, let there be light, stuff was there, but it couldn't do nothing. Just like all these eggs can sit in my womb, but until they are fertilized and that zinc makes that thing, and you can literally look at the spark of light. That same spark starts your heart and stops your heart. The same oxygen that's in your water, that amniotic fluid, is around your brain to keep it firing. Because water, what they say, electricity is nothing but fire and water mixed together. What's in your brain? What is spinal fluid? And it's electrons. So why we ain't shocking ourselves and dying? Because this water is liquid in here, and it's electricity in here as well, isn't it? Right here. No. Yes. It's water and electricity in your brain. So the same thing that lightning is made out of. That's interesting. Y'all don't find that interesting? Nobody? That the same thing that goes on in the uterus stays in your never mind. You're welcome. It is crazy. I ain't got no more coffee. That means it's time for me. Bioelectric bodies, come on in. And then if the electricity stops or the oxygen stops, guess what stops? You. You stop. If the electricity stops firing in here or the oxygen stops here, you stop. Crazy, right? All right. I'm about to go now. I'm finished the rest of this here in the morning. Or later on today. We probably ain't gonna have no early class because I'm gonna be sleep. And then I'm gonna get up and finish and dry my hair probably before I get back on here. Anybody learn anything this evening? Because I'm sleepy. Excuse me. Anybody learn anything this evening? No? Yes? Maybe so? You did? That made me happy. I'm tired too. I'm sleepy. Yes. You did? Yes, I got my message. Good job. I hope every time you come. Good night. And Mari got the highlight in this book for the first time being there messing around. I know you about to go crazy, Mari. You probably get up in the morning like, let me just see what we got here. Pretty cool. Thank you. Well, I love y'all. Make sure y'all say your prayers. I'm going to do the rewatch. I already know. Look, I knew somebody was going. You said, and will. Uh-huh. Go on it. You got your tabs and stuff. Mari, look. You know, see over here, this what we be, hold on. Somebody sent these to me too. See, this is what we be having over here. You know what I'm saying? What you mean? You said what you need, I got it. What kind of color tabs you need? You know what I'm saying? You said you need pens and stuff. Oh, let me see. What kind of pen you talking about? You know what I'm saying? We got that good old stuff. Got to keep my highlighters and my pen. You hear me? You said, and just got some more. And do. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're looking for, but buddy. You know what I'm saying? We got all the kind of bookmarks you need. You know what I mean? We got, let me show you what kind of, we got everything you need on here. You know what I'm saying? What you looking for? You know what I mean? You tell me what you're looking for. We got the feather can, we got the metal can, we got the paper can. You know what I'm saying? We got the ones from ancient lands and stuff. You know what I mean? It's some other ones over there too. You know, we got this one with the angel things on it. This let me show you this one. See, this one of our top of the lines. You know what I'm saying? This for the people that's really gonna read some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got get your little thing on there like that. You know what I'm saying? But this is prime. You know what I mean? We start you. I don't think you ready for that. You know? Listen here. It is the gang of nerds over here. What do you mean? We got all kinds of stuff. Feathers and stuff. If you want to write with a quill and write a cryptic message or something, like when you was a kid, like you see in the movies, yeah, we got plenty of these too. So you can write in invisible ink, like you a scribe and send a letter by raven and stuff. Like we got that kind of stuff over here. You like this kind of stuff? We got it. That's what we do. So, you know. Yeah, you just got, you know what I'm saying? It's only what you're looking for. You know, we got wax shields just in case we need to send you a letter. We got scrolls and stuff. I mean, you know, that's what we do over here. If you want some, come on and get some. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to keep you or nothing, but you know. Look at here. Oh, yeah, no, I got my page. Those was all in my cup, girl. I don't use these. I put them over here because I like looking at them. Y'all know I be using toilet paper and everything. And y'all done bought me all kind of beautiful bookmarks that say all kind of stuff. I got all cans. And I still be using toilet paper. You can't take the hood out the nigga. I tell you that. Look at that. That's a bookmark. You see it? This came all the way from Japan. You hear me? You said you just need a pen pal. Girl, all these pen pals in here. And ears. So, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get down with the nerd crew, I mean, we accepting applications and stuff. You know what I mean? We got book license stuff. And we got everything we need to get down through here. You hear me? And so, look. Yeah, come in. Are you down in the lower library or upper library? Which one? You hear me? I got to know where you at. I got to know if you in the upper library or lower library. It might be an intruder in here. Where you at now? Tell me where you at. Let me go. I'm getting sleepy. I'm about to go get me something to drink. I might take me a quick shower. And I'm about to get into bed. I love y'all. I hope y'all learned a lot. If we got newbies, we got over 900 classes on YouTube. You can watch. And under the live tab. I pray that every time you come here, every day you learn something new. I really do want y'all to do that. And right, that part. And yes, Dudley. We at 989? Really? Oh man, that's why I've been slowing down. We had 989 videos on YouTube, y'all. In 25 months? 24? No, 24 would have been February. March, April, May. Yeah, 27 months. Is it 20? We about 27 months almost. 27 months. And the first 3 months, we didn't even get to really do YouTube, I don't think. Like, I couldn't go live. I could just post videos. It wasn't until May 3rd, I think, that we could actually go live on YouTube. So, May 3rd made 2 years on YouTube, but we had been doing videos before that. Dang, 989. That's a lot of freaking classes. That's a lot of classes, y'all. Y'all don't think, oh no, we all right. Well, I don't know what we're going to do special. I have to figure something out. I don't know. Listen, that's why I've been taking breaks, though. That's why I've been coming on at night, and I just been, because I worked really hard this year. Y'all did too, though, in the last 2 years. Y'all had to learn a lot. Wait a minute now. Yes, thank you. Yeah, 989. Oh my God, that's crazy. So tomorrow will be 990 classes. That's a lot. Listen, they was talking about how to do it today. That's nuts. 990 classes in less than 3 years. In less than 2 years. Really? Oh, y'all, I told y'all work me like a Hebrew slave and don't care. I love y'all too, though. I appreciate y'all too, because where else was I going to unload all of this? Nobody else be wanting to do it. They didn't want to hear it, so God gave me some folks that was going to listen and go looking, and it makes my toes wiggle. It really do. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Mari. Yeah, aw, I love y'all. I'm about to go, or else I'll keep talking and won't go to sleep, and I'll be in fell asleep in here on y'all. Good night. Thank you for the midnight class. We'll get up and do something tomorrow. I love y'all. See y'all later. 989 only 11 more. Yep. I love